We are going to discuss about the motor system examination of lower limb, where we discuss about bulk, tone, power, reflexes, coordination of movements, gait, involuntary movements. In this video, we are going to demonstrate the examination of bulk, tone and power of the muscle. Bulk can be assessed by inspection and palpation. In inspection, we check for the symmetry of the muscle on right side as well as left side. For palpation, we have to check the circumference at a definite point. That is, we have to check mid-thigh and mid-calf circumference, where tibial tuberosity is taken as reference point. For mid-thigh circumference, we need to take 9 inches above the tibial tuberosity and measure the mid-thigh circumference. The same procedure has to be applied to the left lower limb also, where you can see the examiner measuring 9 inches above the tibial tuberosity and then checking the circumference. For mid-calf circumference, again you have to take 6 inches from the tibial tuberosity and take mid-calf circumference of right lower limb as well as left lower limb. The next examination is tone of the muscle. Tone is a state of contraction found in healthy muscle where it is measured by passive movement of the joints by the examiner. Here you can see the examiner doing dorsiflexion and plantar flexion of right as well as left lower limb, followed by examination of tone of flexors of knee, extensors of knee, again flexors and extensors of knee of left lower limb. In addition, we should also check for the flexion and extension of hip on both the sides. Next, coming to the strength of the muscle. The strength of the muscle can be assessed by active movements against resistance offered by the examiner. The first muscle to be examined is invertors of foot, where the subject is asked to invert and resistance is offered by the examiner on both the sides, followed by the examination of everters on right as well as left side. The next muscle to be examined is the dorsiflexors, where you can see the subject offering resistance. Then checking the plantar flexors of right as well as left lower limb. Next, coming to the flexors of knee, where the subject is asked to raise the leg up from the bed, supporting the thigh with examiner's left hand and holding the ankle with the right hand of the examiner. Ask the subject to bend his knee against resistance. The same method has to be followed for the left lower limb also, where you can see the support and resistance offered by the examiner. Next is the extensors of knee, where the subject is asked to bend the knee and ask him to straighten against resistance. The same procedure has to be followed in both the sides. The next muscles to be examined are flexors of hip. Ask the subject to raise his leg from the bed with the leg extended against resistance. This has to be done both the sides. Next is the extensors of hip. Lift the subject's foot off the bed with his knee extended. Ask him to push it down against resistance, which has to be done both the sides. The next muscle to be examined are abductors of thigh. Place the subject's leg together and ask him to separate them against resistance. Next is adductors of thigh. Abduct the limb and ask the subject to bring it back to midline against resistance offered by the examiner. Next, coming to checking the power of muscles of the trunk. Make the subject to lie on his back with legs extended. Ask her to raise up without using hands or hands across the shoulder. If there is weakness of abdominal muscles, the subject is unable to do it. In spastic paralysis, the affected limb will raise first. This is called as Babinski's raising up sign. The next method is ask the subject to lift up his head from the pillow against resistance. With paralysis of lower region of anterior abdominal wall, the umbilicus moves upwards. Always for examination of strength of muscles of trunk, the trunk muscles have to be exposed. Whenever the upper segment is affected, the umbilicus is pulled downwards. This sign is called as Beaver's sign. To test erector spinae and muscles of the back, make the subject to lie on his face and try to raise his head from the back. You can see here the person trying to raise his head by extending the neck and back. The muscles, if healthy, will stand out prominently during this effort. The trapezius is tested by asking the subject to shrug his shoulders while the examiner tries to press them down from behind. This completes the examination of lower limb and trunk. Thank you.